Namaste. We have been studying paper 1 of the Bachelor of Performing Arts second year course in Kathak, and we were studying the technique of dance with relation to the Natya Shastra. We had discussed rasas or the moods and bhavas, the emotions, and you know that there are how many rasas, Natya Rasas?
8.
Yes. Although ordinarily there are 9 rasas, but Natya Rasas or the dramatic moods are 8 in number. Then we had discussed and learnt about the 8 different emotions that give rise to these moods, and so there were 8 bhavas. In the first lesson, we had spoken about the cause of the emotion and the effect of the emotion. Vibhava, the cause or that which gives rise to a certain emotion, and how that emotion is expressed by us, through our facial expression or our expressions of the ang or the body. We will first learn about Shringar rasa. You know that Shringar rasa has which bhava? Rati bhava. And first the cause and then the effect of Rati. Shringar rasa.
Sampanna Ritumalyadi Sevaka Purusha Pramadayukta Shringar Iti Sangita.
So how do we feel, or like what makes us feel Rati and Shringar? Let us hear the different phrases. This was the verse describing Shringar Ras. Now we will analyze the different phrases and we will try to also express it through our facial and bodily modes. So something that gives us happiness and pleases us. So anything that gives us happiness and pleasure, you can think of a little bird or a beautiful flower, an ornament, something that makes us feel very, very happy. Okay, next.
Ritumalyadi Sevaka.
Seasonal flowers, a beautiful climate, so you can pluck the flowers, make it into a garland, put it on your hair or maybe around your neck. You can enjoy the beautiful weather. Think of items that give you pleasure. Say for instance, maybe your ring, maybe the act of wearing a bindi, anything that makes you feel very happy from within. The next phrase.
Purusha pramadayukta.
So when men and women are having romance or are making love, so you can think of looking at your lover, trying to be very coy. Will you try these things? You are all very young, but not that young that you have never even felt any romance. So come, don't feel shy. Try to adorn yourself. Try to think of all the beauty around you. Try to think of your lover or beloved and try to portray these emotions, each in your own way. Come.
Gapasanida dadani dani daga pa pani sari gare ni ni sa dani pada ga pa ga pani da pa ga sari ni ni sa gare sa.
Let us hear another verse pertaining to the cause of the emotion.
Ritumalya alankarai priyajana gandharva काव्य सेवाभि उपवन गमन बिहारै श्रृंगार रस समुद्भवति.
Again, we will analyze the phrases.
Ritumalya lankarai.
So, the beautiful weather or the climate, and in this you can show the moon, the rays of the moon, flowers, you can show birds flying, because this is all a part of nature and the weather. Then a garland, especially a flower garland, is always associated with love. Even today in a wedding, a flower garland is so important. So you can show the flower garland like this or like this. Alankar, ornaments. And you know, you all wear ornaments, so you can show these.
Priyajana Gandharva Kavya Sevabhi.
When you're with your beloved, with your very own dear one, then again, when you're singing or dancing or reading a novel or a poem that is full of love, again,
Upavana Gamana Viharai.
and when you're inside a beautiful garden and you're sort of walking in a very leisurely pace with your beloved. All these are situations and objects that give rise to the emotion that manifests the mood of Shringar. So let us try them.
Sa 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 ga re ne 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 pa ne ga re sa 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 ga ga pa 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 ne ne da da ne da da ga ga pa 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 sa ga ba ga ne da ne ne da pa ga re ne sa ga ma re ne ne sa 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 ne ne sa sa ma re ne ne sa.
These are the various causes that give rise to the bhava of rati and the rasa Shringar. Now, Anubhava. How do we express this bhava through our face, our ang, and especially our face? Let us hear what the Natya Shastra has to say.
Nayana badana prasadai smita madhura vachodhriti promaddaischa madhuraishchanga vikaraistasya prayoktabhya.
So, our eyes are smiling, our face is pleasant, we speak in a beautiful way, smile also beautifully. It's not laughter but a smile from within. And all our actions and all our words are very pleasing and full of a romantic touch. This is the way we express the Rati Bhav, which gives rise to the mood of Shringar. So we will go on to the next rasa, which is the Hasya rasa. You will realize that in Shringar there is a lot of involvement. We are a part of the emotion. We are at one with the beautiful climate, the beautiful nature, the beauty of everything around us, and the beauty of our beloved. But in Hasya, we are slightly removed. We are not emotionally attached to the object or the person. So let us hear the causes that give rise to has or laughter. Hasya rasa.
विपरीत अलङ्कारै विकृत आचार अविधानवेश्वैश्च विकृतैरङ्ग विकारैर्हसतीति रसस्मृतो हास्य.
So, Viparit Alankar. See, someone who is wearing some ornaments that that person should not. Now, if you suddenly find a heroic gentleman wearing lots of beautiful ornaments, that is a cause of laughter. Then, when we do certain actions which do not suit us, which are not in keeping with our nature. Say, if a very short person tries to walk along like a hero, or a very old person tries to do the role of a young lady in love, something that is done which should not have been done, or some object is there which should not have been there. That is the cause of has, resulting in hasya. The Natya Shastra has another couplet, again describing the cause of has.
विकृत आकारै वाकरंग विकारै विकृत वेशैश्च हासयति जनं जस्मात् तस्माद् ज्ञेयो रसो हास्य.
Again, if our body is distorted, if our dress or apparel is funny or different from what it should be, our actions, our words, our appearance, whenever they are something that should not have been, then it is a cause of laughter. Again, the Natya Shastra tells us, and we won't go into the details of the shlokas because there are a number of shlokas describing this, but they say that there are three ways of laughing. Those people who are very refined laugh in a very sophisticated way. It's not a loud laughter. So maybe then those who are not at all sophisticated, their laughter is very loud, out of control. Then those who are sort of halfway in between, they sometimes smile, sometimes laugh. It is not very refined, again, not totally out of control. Again, sometimes we laugh within ourselves, for our own selves, and sometimes we do actions to make other people laugh. So, when we laugh, our eyes sometimes become small and sometimes large, our cheek and our nose start vibrating, our teeth are sometimes visible, usually visible, and all these are the expressions of Hasya Ras, or the Bhava Has. Now we come to the next Ras, which is Karuna Ras, in which we feel compassion, we feel sorry, sympathy for some person or some situation. And this arises from shoka, or sorrow. So the bhav is shoka and the rasa is karuna rasa.
इष्टपदर्शनाद्वा विप्रियवचनस्य संश्रवाद्वापि एभिर्भावविशेषै करुणरसो नाम संभवति.
When we see some near or dear one dying, or when we hear words that give sorrow to us, or we feel very bad after hearing these words, then we experience sorrow. Again, the next couplet from the Natya Shastra describing the same emotion and sentiment.
Saswana ruditairmo hagamaishcha paridevitai vilopitaishcha abhineya Karuna rasao dehaya sabhigataishcha.
So when we see something that gives us sorrow, then we cry. Our mood is very sorrowful. And when we see someone in that state, we feel compassion towards that person. So let us do the same with Hasya and Karuna. They are conflicting emotions. In Hasya, you're not emotionally close to the person, rather you're at a distance. That's why you can laugh at that person. And Karun is when you're full of sympathy, you feel at one with that person who is suffering. First, we will enact Hasya and then Karuna.
Gapanipaga gapasanida nipaga gaga gapanida dapare dhadasa gare dhadasa.
Now, Karun. We come to the next ras, Raudra ras. The bhava is krodh or anger. Now, what makes us angry? Let us hear what the Natya Shastra has to tell us.
Yuddha prahar ghatana vikrita chedana vidaranaishchaiva sangrama sambhramadvai devi sanjayate Raudra.
So, during battles, fights, while killing someone, while hurting someone, then we experience the mood which gives rise to first krodh and then, as a result, the Raudra rasa. We have more verses pertaining to Raudra rasa in the Natya Shastra. Let us hear.
Nana praharana mokshay shirakavandha bhujakartaraishchaiva ebhishchartha visheshaistasya prayoktabhya.
So, when we are killing someone, hurting someone, cutting off someone's limbs, then also we have this experience of the feeling of anger, krodh, resulting in Raudra rasa, of fury. Again, regarding the Raudra rasa, The Natya Shastra tells us.
Iti Raudra rasodrishto Raudra vaganga cheshtita Shastra prahara bhuyishtha Ugra karma kriyatmaka.
So, when all our actions are full of anger and are loud, and when we are ready to hurt someone or to kill or to destroy, then we experience krodha, resulting in Raudra Rasa. Now, all of us at some time or the other experience anger. So, I would request our friend to give us some background music, and all of you try to show your anger so that the Raudra Ras will emanate.
Da 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 sa sa ga 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 sa sa da 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 sa ga sa dha. Da 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 sa sa ga 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 sa sa ga ma da sa da ma ga ga sa. Da 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 sa sa ga da 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 sa sa ga ma da ma ga sa dha ga sa. Ga ma da sa sa ga sa da sa. Sa 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 da da ma ma ga ma da sa da da sa 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 ga ga sa 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 ga ga sa 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 da da sa.
So, this is Raudra Rasa. In this lesson, we have analyzed feelings, sentiments, causes, and modes of expressing 4 of the 8 Natya Rasas. These are Shringar, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra. In the next lesson, we will learn the other 4, which are Veer, Bhayanak, Vibhatsa and Adbhuta. So, looking forward to meeting you soon again, and looking forward to discussing the remaining 4 rasas. Namaste.